Today we're going to be deep diving into 10 unique features that you might not know in the Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack in The Sims 4, and a huge thank you to the EA Creator Network for giving me access to the pack early. So there's obviously a lot of gameplay that is coming with this new expansion pack, the main one being the ability to turn your hobbies into a business from your own home or from another lot. And there are hundreds and hundreds of business activities that you can do, basically taking any interaction or gameplay element in the game and making money from it. So that is the gameplay that we know. But what is the gameplay that we don't know? That is what we're going to be talking about in today's video, with 10 features that are kind of off the radar that maybe you don't know about, that you would probably discover after a little bit of gameplay, but I'm also here to show you. If you do decide to pick up this pack, either pre-order or pick it up on March 6th, it would mean the world to me if you used my EA creator code Emma at checkout, either on the EA app or the Sims website. And if you do decide to use it, please let me know so I can give you a big thank you. Okay, here we have my emmanicole sim living in a slightly renovated apartment in the New World Nordhaven. By the way, the build mode and the cast in this pack is so solid. I think this is a great all-rounder pack, but that's for another video. So I want to show you a really cool feature with Nordhaven, and that is the bikes that are scattered around the world. So you'll find a lot of rows of bikes and then maybe a few rainbow bikes scattered around, and by clicking on those rainbow bikes, you can actually travel the world. Not all the bikes are actually usable, only the rainbow ones, but by clicking on it, you'll access the entire world map and you can travel anywhere. All right, next up, I want to show you another cool feature about Nordhaven, and that is the random fishing spots that are scattered around the canal and a new interaction to clean the canal. So it's the same as fishing. Your sim will start fishing in the water, and after a little bit of time, even with no fishing skill, you might recover some secret parts. Either some secret boxes or some secret bike parts. So the bike parts and the boxes will go into your inventory, and I'll show you what those are in a second, but just quickly showing you a couple of the different fishing spots around the map. They're actually in both of the neighborhoods, and you'll either get the interaction to go fishing or to clean the canal. So heading back home, I want to show you what these bike parts look like. So there's two different sorts. You have the wheel or the body of the bike, and you have them in a bunch of different colors. And if you head over to your household collections, you'll actually reveal a new Nordhaven bike parts collection. And there's something like 28 different items for you to recover from the canals. And yeah, that's a fun new collection introduced to the game. Another fun feature that comes with Nordhaven is this beautiful train station and the ability to go train watching. So first up, we have the Take Train 2 interaction, which unlocks the world map again, but also you can go train watching, and your sim will head over to the platform on the side of the station and will watch trains passing by. This is not a skill. You don't really get anything from this, but it's just a fun little interaction for your sim to do. Next up, I want to talk about the Nordhaven hobby meetups. So you'll see these meetup boards scattered around the world, and you'll have some information on a few different meetups. These are some pre-made meetups that exist in the game. Some really cool ones: Sweat and Socialize, Pottery and Pals, and you will be able to find out about when the next meetup is or what meetups are happening right now. We have Writers and Readers, which is coming up on Monday, the next day. So there's actually the Spotlight Stars meetup happening right now, and my sim is heading over there. So the meetup location is taking place kind of in the middle of a square. Honestly, being fully transparent, I was a little confused about the vibe. There wasn't that much going on with this meetup. It could have been a bad time. I mean, it was Sunday evening, but there's a cooler, so my sim got a drink, a couple of other sims there that my sim could meet and interact with. But for the most part, I wasn't too sure. I wasn't really getting energy from it. Or meetup. I wasn't getting meetup. I was getting more like just random encounters. Strangers just kind of waiting for something to happen. So definitely feel like there's more potential with it. I love the idea, but definitely feel like needs some more love, needs more to be expanded upon more. All right, moving on to something that I think the Sims have kind of already teased at, and that is Trashley. We have a new character in the Sims. So this strange figure kind of lurks in this alleyway at night, and you'll be able to interact with Trashley. You can actually have a normal conversation with them, but they'll be rummaging through the trash the whole time, specifically this trash, and you'll actually get the interaction to ask to see their wares, and that will open up the Good Company store. Yeah, there's kind of a random variety of objects in their store. You have food and boxes and random objects, and you might find some artwork. So make sure you purchase some of the artwork. You'll get a different selection every night. I'll also not reveal too much about Trashley. That's kind of fun for you to go in and have conversations with them and find out the lore. But heading back home, I want to show you what's in some of these boxes and the artwork. So we bought all of the boxes from Trashley. I'm just gonna go and open them for you to see what's inside. And we also bought this piece of artwork, and it might look familiar. We do have the jazz painting already in the game. This one is looking a little different, and I'm sure you can see why. And the reason for that is because Trashley also has a new household collection. This is the Trashley Certified Art Collection with 18 pieces for you to discover. And yeah, again, I'm not going to tell you too much about it, but the pictures side by side look really funny. Okay, opening up the boxes, we have some random business opening fee reimbursement forms. One of the boxes was empty, and then the last box was pretty decent. We got 205 simoleons, so just a little bit of fun. All right, moving on to our next feature. This one is so cool. This one is one of my favorites. That is the Family Recipes book that you can get a build by, and the new Create a Family Recipe interaction. So you select a base recipe. So we're going with mac and cheese. I thought that one could be fun that we could build upon. So my sim only has a level 1 cooking skill. That's why we don't have a full list. And then you get to add a secret ingredient. So I thought lemon could be a fun one to add, a little lemon mac and cheese. And then you can add a special touch. So this basically is a dish that once your sim eats, you have like a special reward from it. So it requires a few different life experiences for your sim to have for you to unlock more of those kind of interactions and perks. We have a mood booster one, and I feel like that's quite special anyway, and your sim can prepare it just by interacting with the recipe book. And then what's really cool is from there you can actually teach family recipes so we have a child now, and you can teach that recipe to your child. Weirdly, they don't get taught in the kitchen, they get taught just like having a conversation, which is kind of funny. But yeah, now my sim is sharing and passing on the family recipe. All right, something else I want to show you is a new feature called the Skill Mastery Perks. And those are basically perks that you get when you master skills at a really high level. So you do things like mentoring, making money from them, performing them at a really high level, maxing out the skill, of course. Usually you'll find elders will have skill mastery perks because they have more experience. And something that's really cool with elders is that they're able to bestow those mastery perks onto the younger ones. So here my mom, Grandma Nicole, is passing on the skill mastery perk that she has, Final Touch, onto Emma. And that just means that Emma can now interact with objects and give them a kind of final touch to give them like a higher quality. I'll leave on screen the full list of skill mastery perks, and you'll just receive those or some of them throughout your lifetime when you perform skills at a really high level. Okay, another feature actually with family members and generations is the ability to transfer businesses to a family member. So my Grandma Nicole actually runs the terracotta pottery class in town, and she's about to transfer the business over to me. So it's super simple, actually. You don't even really need much of a relationship with the sim. But yeah, you can transfer them to family members. Okay, so now Terrapotta is under emmanicole. We are the owner of this small business. And after quite a few weeks of hustling, we've now become a local legend with a good reputation. And we've unlocked a bunch of small business perks, which is the next thing I want to talk to you all about. So it's another kind of perk tree, and you purchase them to unlock the ones above it. On the left side, you have the schemer business alignment category. So those ones are the more evil perks. And then the two on the right side are the more positive ones. We have things like getting tip jars, or you'll be able to invest in Simo coin, going viral. It will attract a lot of influencers. Other things like being able to share your inspiring business story, customer appreciation day. Here we're chugging the Wutan, which gives you like this green energy boost. It like fully zaps you with energy, and watch how fast the Sims move when they have this fuel. So actually another perk is sharing your inspiring business story, but look at my Sim. Literally, she's just like aggressively sharing her business story, just so fired up. But yeah, if you have a lot to do in a working day, I guess that's a really useful perk to have. Another one was the tip jar. So we made 167 simoleons with our tip jar just in one day. So yeah, definitely worth unlocking that small business perk. Another one under small business perk is the customer appreciation day, and you'll be able to unlock that from the computer, which basically will mean for your customers everything is free the following day. Another one from the computer is to invest in Simo coin, and it basically puts your computer out of action for a good few hours. I think it's 8 hours. And then at the end, whilst it's mining and doing its thing, you could be rewarded with a lot of money. I think we made just over 2,000 simoleons from mining the coin. But yeah, some fun small business perks that you unlock after a couple days or a couple weeks of running your small business. The next feature I want to talk to you all about is a new trait called Shady. This one is really fun. If you love a little bit of mischievous gameplay, then this one is definitely for you. We've decided to give my sim a bit of a makeover to go really dark and discreet, got the baseball cap. But okay, the Shady trait is basically available for young adults and older sims, and they prefer to run small businesses that typically fall into like that schemer business alignment category. Couple of personal interactions that they unlock is the ability to throw shade at sims and pickpocket them. Okay, I've never been able to achieve a successful pickpocket. Sims are onto me almost instantly. Maybe my discreet outfit is not successful. But yeah, I've never actually been able to pickpocket them, but the interactions are really funny, and it's a really great way to get a sim to hate you very quickly. Even actually here, my sim had a level 10 mischief skill and was still unable to complete a successful pickpocket. But something else I want to show you is that they're able to execute a heist. They can either do a group heist or a solo heist. You have to do this from your home lot. It is a rabbit hole experience. She still has that Wu-Tan energy zap around her. But a couple hours later, she'll return back from her solo heist and she'll have a decent reward for doing it. Yeah, then there's a cooldown, I think of about 2 days before you can perform the next solo heist. But the Shady trait, I think, is really fun. And we are on to our final feature. This one is actually feature number 11. I have a little bonus feature here for you. This one is kind of simple, and it's that you can actually take a historic tour in Nordhaven, clicking on the beautiful church, and it's a rabbit hole experience. Your sim will disappear, but come back with the such history, very inspired moodlet, and yeah, just learn a little bit about the Nordhaven culture. So there we have it. That is 10 plus a bonus feature that comes with the new Businesses and Hobbies expansion pack in The Sims 4. There's obviously a lot of gameplay coming with this pack. The more obvious stuff is the hobbies and businesses that it unlocks so many more ways to make money in the game. So I've got a lot of fun videos planned for that as early as next week, so stay tuned. I've got some good creative ideas for you all. Huge thank you again to the EA Creator Network for giving me access to the pack early, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!